So here is your first look at a real and fake pair of the New Balance 2002 R protection pack in the Phantom Black colorway. One is real and one is fake, but can you tell any differences between these two? Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today I have another comparison video for you between two pairs of the New Balance protection pack in the Phantom Black colorway. So we have the retail pair here on my right, which I actually purchased directly from StockX because I keep missing out on every release of these and even the re-release of these. So this is the old release that I actually paid stupid high resale for, and now they've come down quite a lot in price, so I regret it, but happy to have them in for this comparison. And this fake pair here is on my left. I'll just be showing you the differences between the two pairs and what to look for if you're trying to purchase the retail pair. But before we get into the video, I'd like to give a big shout out to today's sponsor. So Legitmark is the stand for sneaker authentication and is the safest and most reliable place to get your sneakers authenticated, and they have New Balance on the platform, so if you have any New Balance sneakers and want to get them authenticated, Legitmark is the place to go, so there's a link in the description for you to check them out. So we'll get straight into the comparison, and here we have the two boxes, and the first difference to note is the New Balance symbol on the top of the box. So as you can see from the close-up here, they are completely different colors. So the fake one has gone for this almost tan-like color on the top, whereas on the retail one you can see it's a gray New Balance symbol on the top. So just look out for these details. Also, if you look at the actual color of the box, you can see that the retail box is slightly darker in color compared to the fake one. This New Balance symbol actually occurs on the sides as well, and as you can see, the color difference is clear to see once again. But if you look closely at the labels here, we can see that they've gone for completely different labels. I don't actually know where the retail New Balance was from because it's from StockX, so I can't tell you if it's from the New Balance website. However, the fake one has based their label on the New Balance website, so just take a closer look at this and see if the details are off compared to any that you've purchased from the New Balance website. Just look closely and see if you can spot any differences. So these are both a US 9.5, which is a UK 9. There's a half a size difference between New Balance, so just take care of that. Sometimes people order a US 10 and think it's a UK 9. But it's a half size difference from New Balance, so it's not a full size like Nike. So we'll open it up and take a look at the shoes. So we'll open up the fake one first, and then we'll open up the retail one. So they do actually both come with paper. The retail one, the paper is absolutely trash just because this was from the previous release, so this is a pretty old shoe. But just comparing the paper on the retail one, it's incredibly thin, like really thin, compared to the fake one. On the fake one, it's really thick and it has follow no one on the paper. Doesn't have that on the retail one, it just says New Balance symbol and then New Balance below. Yeah, it doesn't say follow no one. I've checked the whole paper. So here is your first look at a real and fake pair of the New Balance 2002 R protection pack in the Phantom Black colorway. One is real and one is fake, but can you tell any differences between these two? So the most obvious difference to note straight away is just by holding them side by side is looking at that material difference on the side. So this shoe, the retail one, is incredibly high quality and very well made. Every little detail is exceptional on this shoe. And if I compare them side by side from the close-up, you can see that the fake one just doesn't live up to that same expectation that's on the retail one. So as you can see, the suede-like material on the retail one is much longer and just a little bit rougher, but also much higher quality. So you can see the color difference of the suede between the retail and fake, and just the overall quality is very different from retail to fake. Spinning around to the side and staying with that New Balance symbol on the side, we can see differences once again. On the outer stitching of the retail one, where it has the New Balance symbol, you can see it's a very dark outer stitching all the way around the symbol, whereas on the fake one, they've gone for a much lighter New Balance stitching, and it just does not match the upper like it does on the retail pair. If you actually take a close look at this New Balance symbol, you can see they've actually got all the colors wrong. So the inner side of the New Balance symbol is a darker shade, and then it goes lighter, and then the outer stitching is darker. Whereas if you look at the fake one, the colors are completely off. So just look closely at this. You don't really have to look that closely because it's quite a big difference between the retail and fake. So if we spin the shoe upside down and take a look at the sole, you can clearly see in the camera, there is a difference between the two. So the retail one does actually have an overcoating of this kind of like white-like paint. However, it's not quite as clear as it is on the fake one. They've kind of overdone it a little bit. So it is very subtle on the retail pair, much more subtle than it is on the Rain Cloud protection pack, the gray version. But on the Black Phantom pack, it's a little bit more subtle, but they seem to have replicated the rain cloud one on the fake one. So just look closely at this, because there's a clear difference between the retail and fake. Looking at the top of the shoe and looking down at the toe box area, we can see it has a New Balance symbol towards the bottom of the laces. This N is embroidered in, however, if you look at the fake compared to the retail, there's a completely different color between the two. So on the retail one, it's almost a purple-like stitching, whereas on the fake one, they've gone for what looks like a pure red stitching embroidered on the New Balance symbol. So once again, a clear difference between the two, and it pretty much shows that these ones are really hard to replicate because there's so many things going on with the shoe. Looking at the model number on the side, here we can see differences again in terms of placement and quality of this almost like sticker on the top of the shoe. So if I give you a close-up of the 2002R, you can see that on the retail one, it's very cleanly printed and a completely different color R than it is to the fake one. On the fake one, the text is much smaller and also slightly covered by the suede-like material on the bottom left-hand corner. What is actually interesting though is the fake one comes with a New Balance label as well, just to show that it was purchased from New Balance, even though it wasn't. So that's quite worrying for New Balance. So do look carefully at that, because even if you have a pair in hand that has a New Balance label on it, that does not mean it's real. Spinning the shoe around to the back and taking a look at probably the worst part of the shoe in my opinion, and it's that yellow-like material coming through the heel. I really don't know why they didn't keep that black. It would have looked so much cleaner in my opinion. However, if I show you the close-up here, we can see differences between the retail and fake. So on the retail one, you can see that the gap is much taller compared to the fake one, and also like the plastic-like material that covers it is much shinier on the fake one compared to the retail one, and also changes the color of the yellow-like material beneath. So do look closely at this, because there is a clear difference between the retail and the fake one. Taking a closer look at this toe guard here at the front, and we take a look at the New Balance symbol once again, we can see differences between the retail and fake. So on the close-up, you can see that the gap around the New Balance symbol is much larger on the retail pair compared to the fake one. On the fake one, it looks a little bit squished and the spacing isn't even all the way around. So looking at the sole of the shoe, unlike the Rain Cloud one where the fake one spelled endurance wrong, the fake one has got it right this time. So if we take a closer look at the endurance symbol, you can see they've spelled it correctly. However, it doesn't have the same appearance as on the retail one. So you can see the text and font size is slightly different between the retail and fake. Another difference, and probably the final difference I'm going to point out, is the actual overall shape of the shoe. So if you look from above, you can see that the retail one has a much slimmer-like appearance than the fake one. The fake one looks way too chunky, just like the Rain Cloud ones that I did before. The fake one, once again, has got the shoe shape incorrect. And this is pretty hard to do because the New Balance one fits your foot perfectly. And I have to say, this shoe is probably one of the comfiest shoes I've ever worn. I am a big fan of these, and these will become a daily wearer for me. But that's the end of the comparison. I hope you have liked this video. I hope you've spotted some differences yourself. And if you have, comment them down below. And if you're still struggling to tell the difference between a retail and fake, please use Legitmark because they are here to help you, and there's a link in the description for you to check them out. But thank you very much for watching. Please like and subscribe, helps the channel grow, and I hope you have a great day.